sticker. So,
Yeah, he,
Okay,
and
we're
he
ready
was
there.
very
Yep, I'm ready.
all right, everybody. Thanks for your patience. We are going to get started here. Welcome to the Burlington City Council. This is meeting number 6. It's March 16th, 2026 at 5:45 PM here in the Thomas J. Smith Council Chambers, City Hall, 400 Washington Street. Would you all please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Roll call?
Scott,
Here.
Weiss,
Chris.
Wilson,
Here.
Phillips,
Here.
Kreitzer.
Here. All right. We do have a proclamation tonight. This proclamation is regarding Sexual Assault Awareness Month and will be accepted by Molly and Rachel. The proclamation reads, whereas sexual abuse and sexual violence and stalking can affect anyone, including children, causing long-term physical, psychological, and emotional harm, and whereas every 68 seconds, an American is sexually assaulted, and every 9 minutes, that victim is a child. And whereas approximately 70% of people affected by rape or sexual assault experience moderate to severe distress, a larger percentage than any other violent crime. And whereas sexual violence in rural communities exists in hidden, silent, and often unrecognized crime that is often underreported, is widespread, and affects every community member. And whereas, inspired by the courage and resilience of people affected by sexual violence, our communities are learning to better support individuals and to respond to its life-changing impacts through the community efforts and formal systems. And whereas DVIP and RVAP have worked hard to end violence and abuse for more than 45 years through collaborative partnerships of staff, volunteers, local municipalities, criminal justice, health and human services, faith communities, business leaders, and private citizens. And whereas our community's achievements should be commended, we must continue our commitment to respect and support those affected by sexual violence and to prevent future violence in our community. Now, therefore, we, the City Council of the City of Burlington, Iowa, do hereby proclaim the month of April 2026 to be Sexual Assault Awareness Month in the City of Burlington, Iowa, and urge all people to work together to eliminate sexual violence, sexual abuse, and stalking from our community. Signed and sealed the 16th day of March 2026. Katie Music, City Clerk, and John Billups, Mayor. Come on up. Katie, would you do a picture? Oh, yeah, Tracy too.
That's okay.
She's got your phone?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Perfect. Would you like to have a few words, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Molly,
I'm Rachel. I'm the sexual assault advocate for Des Moines County.
and we just wanted to take a moment to say thank you so much for recognizing April as Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Proclamations in the cities that we serve raise awareness, but also support our victim survivors that we are supporting, helps end violence in the community, and overall just creates a safer community, Burlington, for everyone. Just so you know, we do have some sexual assault stats here. So in FY25, so our last fiscal year, we supported 28 victim survivors from Burlington, and we provided 543 services. And so Rachel is the hard one. I'm the development coordinator. She's the one that's out there providing the direct service work. Our SAA advocates attended 74 SANE exams in FY25. So on the back of the sheet, I did include some events that I just wanted to highlight, if that's okay with you. On April 30th, we're gonna have the clothesline project, which I don't know if we've done it in Burlington before.
We've never done it in Burlington, so this will be our first year.
So we're so excited for that. It's gonna be at the public library, and it's a visual display of violence statistics that often go ignored. Each shirt is made by a victim survivor of violence or by someone who has lost a loved one. It's a super powerful moment, and if you're by the library at that time, I think it's going to be outdoors, if weather permitting. So just come and stop through. Library, we're gonna have our display and Shop for Survivors. I know that we just did one in October, but this is how we stock our transitional house here in Des Moines County. So I don't know if you knew that, but we do have our Journey House.
I think this year they're gonna focus too some on our go bags, so we have bags that have snacks, and things that we need when we show up at a hospital. A lot of times these people, Kleenexes, pens, different things that they need. So they're gonna focus on some of that this year
Yes.
as well.
Yes, and that will all be on the shopping list that we'll be handing out. I don't know if we've solidified which grocery stores, but I know we'll be in Burlington for sure, so. And then April 7th, we're just encouraging everyone to wear teal to show support for Sexual Assault Awareness Month. And then if you could take a picture and either send it to us, I can drop off our community engagement business card. And then, we're gonna put together like a collage of everyone wearing teal. So again, thank you guys so much.
Sounds
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you very much for
all your work.
coming. It is regrettable that you have to do that work, but we're thankful that you are.
Thank you. I appreciate you recognizing it.
Next up on our agenda, I'm all discombobulated here. Comments from the audience. Anyone having any comments that are not on the city council agenda that'd like to address council? Now would be the time to approach the lectern, give us your name and address. And we may not be able to discuss the item in depth, but we'd love to hear your thoughts. Okay, seeing no one pop up. Moving on to the consent agenda, all matters listed under item 1, consent agenda, having been discussed, are considered to be routine by city council and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately tonight. On the consent, we have minutes of previous meetings, payroll and city claims, beer, liquor, wine, and cigarette permits, reports, and bonds. We have 5 resolutions. First resolution is approving nuisance abatements for various properties. Number 2 is a resolution approving a training agreement. Number 3 is a resolution approving the renewal of a taxi cab / vehicle for hire license for Matthew Reynolds doing business as Burlington Cab Company. Number 4 is a resolution designating a public purpose for an employee recognition event. Number 5 is a resolution approving a Title VI non-discrimination assurance and Title VI non-discrimination agreement. We're setting the date for some public hearings. First, there will be 3 of them. First one is consideration of plans and specs for the 2026 Sunnyside Stormwater Sewer Improvements Project. That'll be April 6th this year. Number 2 is consideration of proposals to enter into general obligation corporate purpose bonds, Series 2026, and that's also April 26th. And then finally, a consideration of a consolidated transit grant application for April 20th of 2026. And one appointment, City Planning Commission, would be Ryan Nagrocki. Is there anyone in the audience would like any of these items removed and discussed separately? Anyone on council want an item removed?
Mayor, I thought I heard you misspeak the date for the general obligation bonds. It's April 6th.
Yeah, April 6th,
2026,
26th. Did
okay.
I say April 2026? Probably.
I'm not sure what I heard, but
April
I just want to
6th.
clarify that, right?
Okay, April 6th, 2026. A lot of sixes in there. If there's nothing.
Your
I'd
Honor, I have a
entertain-
motion to approve all items listed on consent agenda.
Second.
Scott,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Wilson.
Aye.
Phillips,
Aye.
Kreitzer.
Yes.
Moving on to hearings. First one is the consideration of ordinance rezoning property located at 1202 Patterson Street from R4 multifamily residential zoning district to M1 light industrial zoning district. Mr. Tislin.
Yep, this request went to the planning commission on February 24th regarding the requested rezoning. The planning commission voted 6-0 to recommend approval of the requested rezoning to the council based on the surrounding land uses, commercial storage along Plank, and compatibility with such uses in this area. The lot here is on the corner of Patterson and Plank. It is M1 to the north of this property, and there are quite a few existing storage buildings on that north side of Plank Street. The intent would be to have a driveway off of Plank with the building up on the north side, approximately where the rezone word is. They have discussed ability to put in a landscape buffer on the south side of that building as well, with some houses here on the south side of Patterson. But again, Planning Commission recommended 6-0 for the rezoning.
Okay. Is there anyone in the audience has any thoughts or concerns? Council wish to express thoughts or concerns?
I understand that the M1 is below, and it seems like it just keeps marching up the hill. And I wonder how people who own the houses on Patterson Street, which are on the lower side, feel about having a warehouse above them.
Have you had any
Yeah,
response?
we send notices for the Planning Commission and the council meeting to everyone within 200 feet of this request and have had no responses from anyone there on the south side of Patterson.
No one objected.
No one has reached out at all on our end.
Any other thoughts or concerns, council? Hearing none, is there a motion?
You're on, no. Yes, I have a motion to close.
Second.
I'm sorry.
Scott,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes,
Wilson,
Aye.
Phillips,
Aye.
Kreitzer.
Yes.
Your Honor, I have a motion for preliminary adoption of the first reading of an ordinance rezoning property located at 1202 Patterson from R4, multifamily zoning to M1 light industrial zone.
Second.
Scott,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes,
Wilson,
Aye.
Phillips,
Aye.
Kreitzer.
Yes.
Okay, next one. Consideration of an ordinance amending, consideration of an ordinance vacating and selling a portion of Court Street right-of-way located east of North Main Street, Burlington, Iowa. Eric.
This went to Planning Commission as well on February 24th, and they voted 6-0 to recommend approval of the vacation of the described right-of-way shown here in the black outline. The portions of Court Street right-of-way to the west of this were vacated in 1988. This portion was not included in that at that time, but has been requested by the current owner to vacate that portion of right-of-way and combine with the lot to the south at 113 there.
Okay. Is there anyone in the audience has any thoughts or concerns? Council, do you have any thoughts or concerns regarding this?
Your Honor, I have a motion to close.
Okay.
second,
Scott,
Yes.
Weiss,
yes,
Wilson.
Aye.
Phillips.
Aye.
Kreitzer.
Yes. Your Honor, I have a motion for preliminary adoption of the first reading of an ordinance vacating and selling a portion of Court Street right-of-way located east of North Main Street, Burlington, Iowa.
second,
Scott,
Yes.
Weiss,
yes.
Wilson,
Aye.
Phillips,
Aye.
Kreitzer.
Yes.
All right.
Could we work on vacating the second reading and going right to third?
Can we do that, Mr. Byrd?
You can if you'd like to.
Yes,
yeah, we can
please,
set
let's
that
do
up.
that. So what we'll do is next council meeting, we'll waive the third and final. We'll just do it all at once. Kind of speed things up there. Number 3, consideration of an ordinance amending various sections of Chapter 163 Environmental Nuisance of the City of Burlington Municipal Code. Carried.
We've done a review of our nuisance code, chapter 163, with our attorney who had originally written the code and wanted to do some clarification updates to it for our staff and for residents. So most of these are minor changes, but align with how we enforce our nuisance code and work to clean up the community. So just running through a few of them. 16303, number 11, just clarifying junk left outside is a nuisance if they're not designed to be outside. Right of entry for inspection, 16305, clarifies access by a code official to make inspections based on case law for open areas of a property accessible from a sidewalk. 16307 and 08 are just clarifications of those two sections of code. 16309, method of service, clarifies the practice of notification for minor items only. We place the placards on the door. This just states that that is for minor items only, grass, weeds, trash, debris of little value, being able to continue that posting, and upon documentation and placing that posting on the property. So ultimate goal is for the resident owner to maintain and clean up their property in a timely manner. This isn't something we want to have to do, but just making sure it's clear in our method for our staff and residents of how we go about doing that if they don't clean up their property.
Okay, is there anyone in the audience that has any concerns about this ordinance amendment? Council?
I do want to appreciate Eric and staff for cleaning up and clarifying language in ordinances. You've been doing it for at least 6 years now that I've noticed, and I think it makes a difference, and I just wanted to acknowledge that.
Good deal. Any other thoughts or comments? Is there a motion?
Your Honor, I have a motion to close.
Second. Scott,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Wilson.
Aye.
Phillips.
Aye.
Kreitzer.
Yes.
Okay, moving on to resolution. Oh, sorry.
Your Honor, I have a motion for a preliminary adoption of the first reading of an ordinance amending various sections of Chapter 163 Environmental Nuisance of the City of Burlington Municipal Code.
Second.
Second, we've already got that.
Second. Scott,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Wilson.
Aye.
Phillips.
Aye.
Kreitzer.
Yes.
Council, since that one is also housekeeping, do we want to waive?
Agreed.
Yes.
You okay with that?
All right. Now moving on to resolutions.
Your Honor, I have a resolution adopting an administrative policy, employee protection from harassment and abusive conduct by members of the public.
Second.
Mr. Byrd?
Thank you, Mayor. I have a resolution here adopting an administrative policy whereby the City of Burlington, as an employee organization, is committed to providing a safe and respectful and professional workplace for its employees while maintaining open and accessible government services for residents, acknowledging that city employees regularly interact with members of the public through service counters, telephone communications, other official channels such as emails or electronic communications as part of delivering municipal services, and that the city recognizes employees may encounter and do encounter abusive, threatening, or harassing behavior during such interactions, which can be disruptive to public service flow and create an unsafe work environment. And so we've created this administrative policy to protect from harassment and abusive conduct by members of the public, and it establishes clear expectations for respectful public interaction with city employees and each other, and provides procedures for employees and supervisors to address abusive conduct. You have the background information there, so I would ask if you have any questions, if you want me to elaborate on anything, but otherwise I'd recommend that council consider approving.
Anyone in the audience have any thoughts or concerns? Council, thoughts or concerns?
I have none.
Let's vote.
Scott,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Wilson.
Aye.
Phillips.
Aye.
Kreitzer.
Absolutely.
Your Honor, I have a resolution approving an extension for completion of property locally known as 417 South Garfield Avenue, City of Burlington, Iowa.
Second.
Eric?
The city sold this property, 417 South Garfield, to Kelly Hall on September 15th, 2025. Ms. Hall has requested an extension of 6 months to finish the required repairs on the property. Has stated that some of the reasons for delay, state licensing portal was down to renew her contractor's license, issues with electrical hookup, and then during our last walkthrough on February 18th, additional work was required that she had not anticipated on the to-do list. Some of the background on the property, with all properties sold, it shall be substantially completed within 180 days of approval by city council. An extension of 180 days may be granted by the Development Department administratively if significant progress is made. Based on the inspection by staff, did not feel that significant progress had been made at that time, so we brought it forward to council for consideration. Permits have been pulled on the property, ranging from 2 months to 5 months after purchase, which causes some of the delay. Items that are complete as of February 19th, electrical meter base and panel had been installed, furnace was installed, kitchen plumbing roughing complete, and new water heater installed. Significant items remaining to be completed, roof replacement as required into standards, finish scrape and paint to exterior and trim, windows, window trim repair, garage repairs, hole in the roof, off-street parking, paving, and sidewalk repair, back porch, complete repair, removal, house sill plate was rotted, kitchen flooring, cabinets to be installed, bathroom sink, flooring, as seen on this photo, quite a bit of them, taping, mudding, sand wall to good and sound condition. Current condition was not in acceptable workmanship. Stair, HVA deck work replacement, water line, drain lines and vents, unused wiring to be removed, kitchen branch electrical circuits installed, and all life safety devices installed. So when we look at extension requests from a staff perspective, look at electrical, plumbing, mechanical, gas lines and exterior. In the memo in the packet states kind of the condition of the property at the time. There had been some progress, but not progress that we would look at for a staff extension. So our progress inspection was done on February 18th. We did send notice to them if they wanted an update from this inspection to let us know. Could have walked through that before this council meeting. They did not respond to that email. We have had multiple emails back and forth notifying them of the meeting and speaking with Eric Baltasar, who had served as their local project manager, had stopped in and talked to him directly about this meeting and the request for extension. So they were aware of this meeting coming before council. So based on that, while work has occurred, a number of substantial items have not been completed. So putting that to council for consideration of extension or rescinding of sale.
Staff's recommendation.
Staff work to this point because they have not made substantial
Thank you.
progress. So we were not willing or felt comfortable to grant an administrative extension at that time.
Okay, thank you for that. Anyone in the audience have any thoughts or concerns? Council thoughts or concerns? Because this is a little confusing because we have another one coming right after it. Remember, a yes vote is to grant the extension, a no vote is to not grant the extension. Let's vote.
But
Yes.
I was just gonna say, based on our experiences with other contractors or people that have purchased buildings, we've approved these kind of extensions, but they have shown much, much more progress than what
Yes.
this one has. And
And cooperation.
and they've shown up for these hearings
Yes.
and stated their case. I think when we don't see someone come forward and they know full well of what action may be taken, that they have probably lost their desire to continue on this project, is in my view, so.
Thank you for that, Mr. Scott. Any other thoughts or concerns? Let's vote.
Scott,
No.
Weiss,
No.
Wilson,
No.
Phillips,
No.
Kreitzer.
No.
Eric? Or Annie, sorry.
Yes. I have a resolution rescinding the sale of the property locally known as 417 South Garfield Avenue, City of Burlington, Iowa.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Anyone in the audience have any thoughts or concerns with rescinding this? Well, I guess Eric, you've already addressed this, right?
Same items, if you have any other
Thank you.
questions.
All right.
I guess from our last work session as well, we did receive that notice from Alliant that they were planning to shut off the electric as well. So,
Yeah. Is there anyone in the audience have any thoughts, concerns regarding the rescinding of the sale? Council, any other thoughts, concerns?
I'm just curious if all the financial requirements with the city has been met, and if it's going to take any additional action to take care of that, what might be owed.
From the city perspective, payment for purchase of it and permits have been paid, to my knowledge, for permits. From the city's perspective, I know there's been some questions for contractors separate from the city as far as payment, so.
Okay.
Okay. Any other thoughts and concerns, audience or council?
And just to kind of clarify, any mechanical or trades, those relationships are with the buyer, not the city, because they purchased the property on condition. And so they would have contracted for whatever trade work may or may not have been done, but that relationship's not with the city.
Yeah.
Good point, thank you.
Anything else?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. Let's vote.
Scott,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Phillips,
Yes.
Kreitzer.
Yes.
Number
Your
4.
Honor, I have a resolution approving the final plat of CES subdivision.
Get a second.
Second.
This is a two-lot subdivision off of Valley Street, just north of Apollo School. It's an existing house and a vacant lot to the west. Previously had been an existing lot, but was combined a number of years ago, re-subdividing it to meet current code specs for setbacks. A little easier to see on the GIS map here. So subdividing off this lot to the west, that would be a buildable lot as well.
Okay. Anyone in the audience have any thoughts or concerns? Council, thoughts or concerns? Let's vote.
Scott,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Wilson.
Aye.
Phillips,
Aye.
Kreitzer.
Yes.
Your Honor, I have a resolution approving the purchase and construction of a salt storage building for the Public Works Department.
Second.
Good evening. The resolution in front of you would approve Public Works staff to purchase a 112 by 72 salt storage building. The current facility that we have out at Public Works is at 25 years. This is something we've been planning financially for about 3-4 years. The environment that this structure is in is a highly corrosive area with the salt, and the beams or the structure going up has just rotted away. So the resolution would approve us to purchase a $182,907 building. It would be constructed by Freedom Builders out of Belle Plaine, and we are using Sourcewell Purchasing as our mechanism to buy this. So we are under the vertical infrastructure purchasing authority, so we're able to do this. And Eric has thrown up an image of where the salt storage facility will be. So recently, the city purchased the lot to the west, north and west of the current facility, with the salt dome going, the salt structure going in the northern section of that lot, and then the flood storage building going off to the west. So we would repurpose the area that the current salt storage is, which is just due north of the building. So give us a little bit better flow for where our trucks are coming in and vehicles that are trying to enter the building. So we had a budget of $220,000. I think the bid that we have is pretty favorable, so I would recommend approval.
Okay. Is there anyone in the audience has any thoughts or concerns? Council, any thoughts or concerns? Let's vote.
Scott,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Wilson.
Aye.
Phillips,
Aye.
Kreitzer.
Yes, please.
Okay, we've reached the end of our agenda for tonight, so we'll go around and get the last comments from department heads and then council and sign off. hopefully. Eric, anything else from development?
Just want to thank all the participants, sponsors, volunteers, and staff that put on the Shamrock Shuffle this year. We had over 420 registrants for it, so almost up 200 from last year. So it was a great event, great turnout. Thanks to the police department and parks for cooperation on that. And then just a reminder, last week for the pool survey, if you want to get some input on that, it's on our website under Parks and Recreation, or we have some cards in my office if you know anyone that want to hand out those QR codes too.
Thank you very much, Eric. Anything from wastewater? Library?
A break.
Schedule. This Wednesday, the library board will meet at 4:30 in the Storytime Room at the library. These are open meetings. Anyone is welcome to join. We will be going over a few unique items on the agenda. You should have received the packet last Friday when it was sent out. We will be talking about a potential MOU with Iowa Health and Human Services for a system navigator. This was a partnership that was brought up thanks to the homelessness task force that you all enacted a little over a year ago. So we will see how the board votes on this potential partnership for a system navigator at the library. We'll also be talking about the boiler that we have been looking at replacing. So you will see a nomination come from the board after they meet on Wednesday for a recommendation on one of the bids that has been submitted. We'll also go over the February services report, and I just wanted to highlight some of our numbers. We had 9,581 folks through our doors in the month of February. We circulated 20,000 items, and we had 453 meeting room reservations. These are increasingly becoming the hot commodity at the library. We're one of the only places in town where you can have a free meeting room booking, whether it's a small study room or a large gathering space. The city utilizes it a lot. We've got a public hearing on Cascade Bridge, and we've got some pool meetings happening at the library. So that space, those spaces within the library are getting a ton of use, 453 bookings in the month of February. So I encourage you, if you haven't already, read through that packet that went out. We've got some good numbers and good data in that board report, and if you're so inclined, join us on Wednesday at 4:30 in the Storytime Room. That's it.
Thank you. Okay, Katie, do you have anything from the clerk's office?
No.
No? Chief Schaefer, anything?
Yeah, one last reminder about the upcoming Midwest Magic basketball game this Sunday, 4 p.m. at VHS. We just had a practice. I feel pretty comfortable in our skills this year. We haven't won a game yet, but it's our primary charity.
My money's
for
on the
Special
Magic.
Olympics for the basketball team. So if you're available, come on out and support us and Midwest Magic.
You can see if I can get a bet on points bet out there. Chief, anything on the fire department?
Nothing from fire.
All right. Mr. McGregor, let me just go on record while you're approaching the lectern. Great job once again dealing with the weather event. Thank you.
Yeah, come Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we won't even know that it snowed, right?
I know.
Right?
So two things. First thing, I know it may not seem like it today, but leaf pickup begins on Monday next week. People, I know I've seen people raking up and storing the bags. So just a reminder, that starts Monday and it runs for 3 weeks. And then also next Monday, as Brittany alluded to, is the Cascade Bridge input meeting. So we will actually start showing some pictures of what things could look like. So that is a fairly exciting move forward in the Cascade Bridge replacement. So 5:30 at the library. So I know you guys have a night off, but come on down to the library. Thank you.
You're learning very well from Mr. Byrd on that. Mr. Byrd,
Let's fill up those extra days.
yeah, fill up those free nights.
Other than discussion on the bridge on Monday, that's all there is, right? So. Just that.
Just that. That
Just
should
that.
only take, what,
That'll
10 minutes?
Be no problem. No problem. Be a good conversation.
Go ahead.
So, as you noted, April's going to be busy with public hearings for budget. You're going to have 2. You're going to have the proposed budget, which is that much anticipated, confusing hearing on a proposed budget. And then a little later in the month, you'll have the actual hearing on the actual budget. And then we'll also have, we'll start the process for some of our bonding for 2026. It's going to look a lot different this year, I think, because we'll have a couple of significant projects in there. Most notably, in terms of size, will be the last phases of the flood walls. So you'll start to see some of that come in the next few weeks as well. So if you have any questions about any of those things, or if you receive comments from residents in that, let us know. Sometimes as staff, we go through these things, we see them more often, so we tend to treat them as routine, but they're confusing and there's a lot of information there. So please ask.
The one question I have is, we get that proposed tax levy every single year, is that correct?
Just the last couple.
Just the last couple?
Yeah.
But it'll come out every year?
Yes, there is legislation through the property tax reform bills, at least on the House side, to drastically amend and change that notification to try to make it more clear.
Right, there's some people.
But it
that
will
say,
continue
yeah.
to come, but it will continue to come.
I will say that on the mayor's page, you know, it's comforting to know that we are all victims of this horrible piece of legislation. Every mayor is blindsided, every council, every county supervisors, they're blindsided by this proposed, or what it could be, budget proposal. And, you know, we had them all over on social media. People they're raising our taxes 15%. I can't wait for them to fix it. But it was comforting to know that it wasn't just us, and it
It's
wasn't just
everywhere,
our
yeah.
county. It was everybody in the state is up in arms about the way they're handling this. So
Yeah.
I'm off that soapbox. Okay. Robert, anything else?
I know they had Snow Bowl, and I'll give you details a little bit later about that.
Okay. Mr. Scott?
No, not right now.
Okay.
Not today, thank you.
Mayor
Good.
Pro Tem?
Thank you.
The only thing I would say is I would expand a little bit on my comments to Nick McGregor. My congratulations and appreciation goes to all city staff. No offense to my post office brethren, but the city does not stop. Rain, sleet, or snow. Our officers are out there, our firefighters are out there, our departments are responding to things as needed, and it is noticed and noticed. This last, I don't know if you'd call this last weather event an emergency, but it was damn close. And so good job by all. You have, I'm sure I speak for council when I say you have our appreciation
Absolutely.
for your efforts. And also, extremely good job to double the numbers on Shamrock Shuffle. Great job. That is becoming almost an iconic city event. And once again, I did evade participation. That's good. And so, as far as the running part, if there's nothing else before council, I'd accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved,
Second.
Scott?
Yep.
Weiss?
yes.
Wilson?
Aye.
Phillips?
Aye.
Kreitzer?
No.
Thank you, everyone. We are adjourned.